I think we're live. What's up? Fretless Ed, Strat CPO, Echo Charlie, Ben, Franz, Zach, Trolls, Bill, Larry, John, Back Jack, Franz, Eric, Vince, the other Bill, Mims, Coots, Echo, Charlie, Tango, Jay Schaff. We got Matt. Speaker! What's up, dude? Oh, I gotta... We are doing it live, Jeff. Oh, yeah? You got one of those Charvels? Those are nice guitars, right? You get it yet? So nice. They're like wicked nice. What's up, Trollo, Vimps, Yeti Matzi, Matt, CJ, Rock and Rob, Justin, Echo Charlie, Tango. Double R guitar, WJ Cooper, Fast Eddie, thanks, Matt. It is a nice Horizon. It's Guitar of the Week. Yeah. Yeah, see? Guitar of the Week. Yeah. With your block inlays and your ebony fretboard and your EMGs. Oh, yeah. Someone was saying in the comments that the larger upper horn designates the H3 mark. It's gold. Exactly. What's up, Franz, CJ? The feed is freezing? What? Like right... Exactly, big white horn. Stream's fine. Okay, good to know. What a week. It started out someone smashed the side windows of my neighbor's car. My wife and my daughter came in and they're like, hey, the people next door, someone broke their window in their car. And I was like, really? Oh my God. They're like, go to the security and see what's going on. I'm like, damn, I will. Catch a thief, man. Let me see what happened here. So I threw it on rewind. And I go through like the whole day. There's nothing there. It goes into the night. And then like overnight, goes like the whole overnight. And the window's still broken. and it goes back into daylight of like the next, the prior day. And I'm like, huh. And then it's like 6 p.m., 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., and the window's still broken. I'm like, oh, geez. And then I see me out there with a weed whacker, and I found the precise moment the window broke. I'm dumbass next door to them was running a weed whacker and whipped a rock into the side of their car. So, yeah, no. I was to catch a thief, and the call was coming from inside the house. And I went back and checked it like the goddamn Zapruder film. Oh, it was me. No doubt about it. So, at first, I didn't think it was me. At first, when I went to it, I can see the moment when the window falls. Gotta remember, it's kind of far away, and it's a security cam. I can see when the window falls, and there's nobody around. I'm like, oh, thank God it's not me out there. But the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, but how would that... Windows just don't fall like that. It's weird. So I rewound it a little bit more, and what I couldn't see was that I was out there about 10 minutes earlier. And I think I shatter it then, but it doesn't fall. It just shatters it. And then it was windy. And eventually it just worked out. The whole thing just fell out. And I was like, oh. So I went to them, knocked on their door. And was like, hey, I'm pretty sure it was me. So if it's okay by you, can I just call a glass company? And I called Anytime Glass down on River Street in Hyde Park. The friggin' best. Oh my God, they are awesome. Over where Empire Lanes used to be. And, oh man, they were friggin' awesome. They were going to come the next day, but it was going to rain. And the installer called me and said, I can actually come today if you're there. I'm like, dude, I'm here. The car's here. Let's do it. And he did. He came over. Boom, done. And they were very competitive, compared to other places. So I was just like, I was pretty damn happy. And you know what? We had to get that one. It's a security risk not to have a window in a car. It's like, you can't go to the mall. It's like with a broken, a friggin' plastic bag over the side of it. And we had pouring rain the other day, and we were getting more absolute pouring rain coming here. And I was like, we can't leave it like that. We gotta fix this. I felt the urgency. So that dude was awesome. Came out, vacuumed everything up, did everything, got the old glass out, what was left of it, new glass in, looked like brand new. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So at first I was so happy that I wasn't there when the window broke. I was like, oh my God, it wasn't you. You could see it being you. But then I was like, yeah, but that's weird. Windows don't just fall. Let me rewind a little bit more. And if you go back a little bit more in time, like 10 minutes earlier, I am walking right down that alleyway with a weed whacker. I am sure I pinged up a rock and whacked that friggin' window. It's like, of course I did. Of course it was me. What's up, Music Sound Gear? So, yeah, no, they were, I was really happy with Anytime Glass down in Hyde Park. Friggin' awesome. Oh yeah, no, it was absolutely me. I don't think it's it's not maybe she had glass insurance, it was like a relatively new car and could have just got it fixed through insurance, but that's bogus and there's probably a deductible. So it's like maybe they're not. Maybe, you know, I don't know. So, at any rate, I was like, no. Hold on. Let me make a call. I called like 3 places the next morning. And 2 people were about the same money, including the one we went with. But the one I went with had faster availability. And the other one was more expensive. And also wasn't available till the next day, which was after the heavy rains that were coming. The place I went with, they shot a guy like right over like that same day. I called at like 8:30 in the morning, and it was done by 2 in the afternoon. And I could not have been friggin' happier. I was so friggin' happy. You know, I don't think the mower could do it. You know, my mower's a mulching mower, and I mow fairly low. It's not going to launch a rock up like that, but a weed whacker can. And I was going into beds I hadn't been in some time. I'm sure there were stones in there. Oh, absolutely absolutely the weed whacker. And I was trying out all different types of new weed whacking ropes, right? I had this new round style. I had you know, they make like different cores, right? They have different edges to them, right, for different types of cuts. And I put this beefy sort of like Twizzler looking shit in there. It was, no, it was, oh, I'm like breaking into a sweat as I'm getting closer to it. I'm like, don't be you, don't be you, don't be you. And then when no one's around, when the glass falls, I'm like, oh, thank God. But I was like, hey, dummy, who else did this? I mean, come on. And I rewound the tape. There's no one else near it. The only one even out there, right around the time before it is me. So, you know, the simplest answer. So, and it was, they came right to the house. It was under $300. Under 300. And they even matched the tinted window and everything, because they even said, do you have a tint? And I was like, it is a tinted window. And they're like, all right, because that they make like, it depends on what you ordered for options, you know, when you got it from the factory. So I said, no, tinted. And they're like, okay. So they did it, came out and did it. It was under 300. It was like, I want to say 275, but then there's tax on the parts. And the part is probably $100 or $120, something like that. And so there's tax on that. So, yeah. Oh, I couldn't pay it fast enough. No, you're right, Alexander. I got off easy. I couldn't pay it fast enough. I was like, 275, yeah. Send 2. You know what? I'm changing all the windows in the car. Let's do this. Is my microphone level low? Is it? Check. I'm telling you, it's this thing here. It's taking a beating from cat paws. Sounds good now? Yeah, all right. Did the neighbor know it was busted before you knocked on his door? Oh, yeah, no. My wife and my daughter came to me and told me, they're like, the neighbor's window was broken in their car. I was like, oh, my God. And I look up on the screen, and sure enough, she's out there, like, taking pictures with her phone and, you know, got a broom and a dustpan, and she's cleaning it up. And I was like, oh, my God. And they're like, yeah, you know, she said it happened in the driveway. Can you rewind the video? I said, oh, yeah. I said, oh, my God, I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. Who did this? What? Be looking. Oh. Huh. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Well, huh. Oh yeah, no, it was a sinking feeling. The neck on this is a small neck. This is a like a shred neck. It's shreddy. Shreddy Krueger. So yeah, that was a bit of controversy, as my British friends would say. Resolved. Yeah, Shreddy Mercury. Where my baby did it down. I totally butchered that, but it roughly, not really. I feel like I'm a little out. Just tuned in. What happened? I launched a rock off my weed whacker into my neighbor's window of their 2021 Jeep Renegade and smashed out the driver's side rear window. You know. It's like, yeah, exactly. And welcome to the neighborhood. So once I figured out it was me, at first I didn't think it was me, because when you get to when the window falls out of the friggin' side, there's nobody near it. So I was like, that's bizarre. You know, that's so weird. It almost looked like something was jumping in from out from like inside the car. You know? Inside the vehicle. But I think it was just the pieces falling forward, right? It shatters in a whole bunch of pieces. Yeah, that's not Johnny Bean. We have a Johnny Bean imposter. Oh, we did. In fact, Johnny Bean sent me a message about this, saying he's having a rash of people running around talking like it's him, but it's not. Johnny Bean, the real Johnny Bean, has a check mark. Trying Ernie Ball Axis. Yeah. I'm trying a bunch of stuff. I want to try a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that was it. I have other news. If you're up on catching up of news of the week, I'm pretty sure we are in an agreement with the insurance company. We finally came to an agreement that I'm pretty damn happy about. So yeah, I think it's a done deal. And at the end of it, they wanted to cover basically 34% of the vehicle's costs and give me a salvage title. And we settled on 60% and no salvage title. So I'm good. That works. Besides, I mean, you can barely... Yeah, you think that was the real Johnny Bean? Now Johnny Bean's going to have to reach out to me through Facebook and say that. No, that was the real me. Hold on. Yeah? You think that was the real Johnny? Because if it was, we can take another. I'm subscribed, so he should be in my subscriptions. Oh, maybe it was. You know what? Let me check. Hold on. Hold on right now. Let me just move this over. You know what? He's had a few guys on here. And maybe he's got a check mark on Facebook and not on here. And I'm confusing the two. Hold on. Just give me a split second here. You got to do it through the studio. And here. You know, they move everything around everywhere. Where the hell did they put this now? Get under settings, community. There it is. All right, he should be back. You just have to find him in the list. And there he is. And there he's back. All right. Now I'm back. And I'm just going to move that over there. I DM'd you on Facebook. Okay. You know, Johnny, I'm like hyper concerned now because we've had, you know, and recently. So I thought it was the same dude back again. Yeah, the wannabeans. Tell me about it, yeah. No, it seems to be a pervasive issue. Well, the real Johnny Bean, please stand up. How does that neck compare to Wizard Charvel Jackson? I would say, it's definitely it's pretty small. It's definitely closer on the shred side than on the non-shred side. I think they literally bill it as a thin neck, right? Is their thin neck. Now, I don't think anyone has ever really got Wizard thin. That was a moment of insanity, never to be repeated. But it's pretty. It's like the Schecter, right? Schecter is pretty thin too. What else recently? Kind of a thin neck. The Charvel was not a thick neck at all. Funny thing is, I have sort of a vintage Fender here now, and boy, you go to that neck and you notice it. It's like, oh right, yeah, vintage, a little chunky. Okay, so Johnny's leaving now, so any others are not him. Okay, good to know. Yeah, the back of the guitar. It's a little tricky because it's white. And so white, this one is a much darker, setting on the lens on the camera. You can see it a little bit better in this camera, I think. I think that other one, it's just so blown out, right? It's like blinded by the light, blinded by the white. I think it's neck through technically. Yeah, active pickups. These are EMGs. And this one can be coil cut. There it is, regular. Coil cut. I'm just saying, if Stevie was alive today, he'd probably be playing an ESP M3. Exactly, or BC Rich Warlock. Yeah. It's got the volute. It's not a thick neck though. Thin neck. In fact, they literally call it like thin neck. Right. Hold on. Huh. What I say it is, it's H3-1000. Yeah, that's it. Baboo. Right there. A stunning example of style and comfort and sound. The H3-1000FR is a high-performance behemoth. A set of EMG 66TW and 57 active humbuckers power this guitar. Where's the neck? Extra thin maple neck. You see that? This guitar offers set-through construction with a 25 half-inch scale, pairing a mahogany body to a 3-piece extra thin. That's their words, sir. Their words, not mine. Maple neck with a compound radius for maximum speed and comfort. There you go. There's your specs right there. Mahogany, maple, ebony, radius, compound, white, 42, locking, thin U, stainless, gold, standard, Grover, Floyd Rose 1000 SE, EMG 66TW, brush gold, EMG F57, brush gold, volume tone, toggle switch, 9s, case sold separately. Their words. Does sound good. I do like the humbuckers on this. Yeah, no, it's good. You know who's in town recently, and they're not too far from here, was the Rolling Stones. Like when friggin' Taylor Swift was in town, you just steer clear. You just keep away. It gets a little nutty, gets a little kooky. They shut a lot of the roads down. You get trapped. There's like thousands of people. It's like, oh, what a nightmare. What's up, Jack? Of course, the Stones just chop her in. And chop her right out. You know, they land in that, like, back lot. You saw Buckethead Monday, guys. Awesome, never disappoints. He was awesome. I wasn't crazy about that singer. I thought she was a noticeable, you know, sort of downgrade from the rest of the talent in the band. He sounded friggin' killer, though. He went through some... After he warmed up a little bit, oh my God, he was absolutely shredding. Just ripping through stuff. He was right on. She... Did they do Jesse's girl? Yeah. Jessie was a girl. Yeah, she was a little tricky. You know, not that she wasn't trying, not that she doesn't seem like a good person, but it just felt like talent-wise, she wasn't up to the par with, which is tough to be up to par with, like Buckethead and the rest of that. Oh yeah, how would you compare the LTD with the Stage Master? Very similar guitars. Both neck through construction. Both have ebony fretboards. Both have bound fretboards. Both have, I think, almost the same compound radius. The Stage Master, at least the one I have, is definitely a little thicker neck, without a doubt. Thicker neck. The more modern ones may not be quite as thick as the one. Mine is from, I think, either 2015 or maybe 2014, 2015, 2016, right in that area there. And I think in either 19 or 2020, they had a change in, they might have had a little change in their neck profile. It's still bigger than this. This is a thinner neck. That also, if I remember correctly, is an HSS. That actually has a little bit more electronics in it. Like a neck always, hold on. A neck always on position. And coil cut on the bridge. It's got a few electronics features to it that this doesn't have. 3 pickups instead of 2 pickups. They both have coil cut, but that one's on the bridge, and this is on the neck. And that also has an always on, so you can always have this. You can do like all 3 pickups on neck and bridge, and cut out the middle. So it's got some electronics that can happen. Other than that, they're very similar guitars. I'll grant you that they're very similar guitars. I think the Kramer's a little cheaper too. I want to say the Kramer might be $100 to $200 cheaper. I never had a guitar with a locking nut. How do you tune that? Well, you have to tune it with the plates at the nut loose for at least the first, couple of tunings. They're going to go out, right? And once they sort of settle in a little bit, then you lock those down and you work pretty much all off of the bridge right there. There's your fine tuner. See them? Right there. What you don't want to do is lock this, and then you're gonna run out of space on those fine tuners. They're fine tuners. They're not tuners. Never forget that. They work in very fine increments, and that's about it. If you're really out of tune, you got to loosen these suckers up and work off of the, the real tuners. Get it really good. Get these all even and about 3/4 of the way up, because they almost always, the string goes flat, not sharp. And then you're good to go. You can, lock it up. But I wouldn't, if you put new strings on it, I wouldn't lock it up until, like, you've played it for, at least 10 or 20 minutes, with lots of bends. When I saw them, what was crazy was they did Wrathchild, right? What's that? God, they did Wrathchild. When they pulled that out, I said, "Oh shit, really? Of all the Maiden tunes, you're going with you're going old school." I saw Iron Maiden in '83 with the new singer, Bruce Dickinson. They pulled that out the other night at Buckethead, and I was like, wow, okay. Well, touche. Damn. Okay, all right, okay. I know, sadly, Bruce was not saying. I would have even taken Paul. Sadly, no one covers the Diano era. We did Wrathchild. That's how I knew it. That was one of the songs we covered. That's how I know it. Wrathchild was on the set list. Pretty sure. Come on. Oh, yeah. Man, that was sloppy. Oh, yeah, Running Free. I think we covered Running Free. We did. I'm pretty sure we covered Running Free. I'm running free. I'm pretty sure we did. Running Free, God. There it is. There it is. Didn't think about it for a second. I haven't played that in like forever. Yeah, God. Those old Maiden tunes. Love that stuff. Pretty much, I always thought that Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind were like friggin' and Aces High. Those are just masterpieces. Those were just there. Like when they're really friggin' hitting their stride. Especially, people forget how awesome friggin' Peace of Mind was, man. That was a really good friggin' album. Yeah, now you're going to be playing Maiden all night. There's a little earworm for you. Yeah, I saw Peace of Mind tour in '83. They came through. They played the Cape Cod Coliseum, which is like a 6,500. Probably wasn't even close to that. I'm going to say they might have had 5,000 people there. And Fastway and one other band. There was some early band that I can't remember the name. And then Fastway with Fast Eddie Clark. You know. That tune. That was their big... I thought they had 2 hits. That was one of their big hits. They had at least one other one. God, I can't think of it. and then Maiden. That's a small venue to see Maiden. Yeah, Say What You Will. Was that the other one? They had a couple tunes out. Really reminds you of Dio. His voice, I feel, is higher pitched than that. Dio feels like a lower, a more throaty singer. Do-do. I was at college. I airbrushed Eddie from the Killers album, sure, on a banner for a charity haunted house, and it got stolen, of course. Of course it did. Yeah, the Crocus Singer did kind of sound like AC/DC, you know. You are the cool, cool, cool of the morning. Thoughts on scallop necks? I have one. I like it. It's tricky because if you get used to it too much, then it's hard to go back to regular necks. And you're like, what the hell is this thing under my finger? What the frick? Right? And you suddenly you don't like the regular necks. You just got invade, bro. Yeah, it sounded like Bond. Yeah, Midnight Maniac. Midnight Maniac. I forget. We covered that. And we covered Stayed Awake All Night. I'd have to think about it. That's from memory. You know, that's like, you know, summer of '83. Which admittedly is a long time ago. Worked your way through college airbrushing t-shirts. There you go. Whack. So we signed up for the Cock this week. Peacock was doing a year for $20. So I signed up. I bought my freedom from ads, though. That cost me another $6 a month, and they already sent me a notice telling me it's going up. I've been a subscriber for a goddamn day. Yeah, anyway, we're going to need 30% more. Really, PTO did stay awake all night. Interesting. That's yeah. Oh my God, my leg. Oh. Yeah, I was looking at some of the old games. Double Dragon is the best. The bad guy seemingly punches your girlfriend in the crotch. I think it's supposed to be in the stomach. It looks like a low blow. And then throws her over his shoulder where her skirt's up and her underwear's hanging out and walks off, and then you come out with your massive mullet and start to kick ass. Yeah, with last kicking mullet. Oh, it's so funny. And it's not even peak mullet, because I want to say it, maybe it is. It's 87. I want to say the mullet's sort of, when I think mullet, I think more like early 80s. More like 81, 82, 83. Mullets are fading out in 87, but still around, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it took a turn mid-80s. You know, it started to get big in the late 80s was the ponytails. Right? Kind of like how the man bun got big and then, like, gone. In and out. Lasted about a year. Then everyone said, no, you're right. No, it's stupid. I remember the first mullet. I know what you're saying, the mullet, why, God, why. But I can tell you why. It was kind of a thing, right? It was the friggin' Tybo of the 80s. Like, everybody had it. And I remember the first dude in the neighborhood to get it, and, like, other dudes going, what the hell is wrong with your hair? What, like, your sideburns are gone. Your hair's, like, shaved over your ears. She's like, that's what they're doing. That's the style. And then next thing you know, like, everybody's got friggin' mullets. The mullet is the thing. High-low. Short on the top, long in the back. Yeah, the Bono mullet. The high-low. That's it's a very specific mullet. As worn by Adam Sandler in The Wedding Singer? Yeah, Joe Dirt is more of a classic older. Right? The Joe Dirt is sort of like a leftover of the long hair of the 70s, right? So like an achy breaky mullet. Exactly. We need to trace the history on this. We need charts, graphs. I feel like this is like a sketch, like in between Mystery Science Theater, where someone in the movie will have some horrible mullet, and then they would go, Joel, you know the history of the mullets starts here, right? And they go through the whole history of the friggin' mullet. Doo-doo. Yeah, you think the mullet's coming back? Is it serious or is it ironical? Just being ironical, Dad. One thing is definitely back, and it's probably because of the pandemic, is longer hair. I see all my son's friends, all the guys, no one has a short haircut. You got a wall trimmer in 2020? Yeah, we picked up, and it was expensive. Right? I paid like, triple what I would pay right now. I could get one now for $25. I had to pay like $70. I have long hair back in the day? Not really. I think the longest it went might have been my senior year in high school. I let it grow for a while. And then, it was pretty long when I was out working at doing the landscape and stuff. And then I went to some stylist, and I think she kind of liked me and was like, "Oh no, this hair, She's basically telling me like how much cuter I looked, like with the short hair. Oh no, this is. And she like really kind of, I was like, whoa. She's like, oh no, this is much better. You look much better. I'm like, all right, calm down over there. And I remember showing up to work the next day, and they all thought I looked like the sunglasses at night dude. That's how short my hair was. I wear my sunglasses at night. I forget that dude's name. But it was the big song on the radio. Yeah, Corey Hart. I'm like, dude, you look like Corey Hart. I'm like, just shut up and leave me alone. Yeah. Yesterday, traded away a black Strat that had upgraded with lace sensors for a 2021 inspired by Gibson ES3-35. Well, there you go. Very different guitar. Going Strat to ES3-35, yeah. Reminds me of your previous Epi Sheridan that you had. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Man, I was up early today because I had a piss so bad. Couldn't stay in bed. It's like, I gotta get up. God damn, I gotta piss. Killing me. No mosquitoes flying around here. I have got a little nutty with the bug spray, and I'm pretty happy about it. I was out there the other day, and it was pretty quiet, and I was pretty happy about it. Something flew by on the screen. I haven't seen anything in here, at least over here. Something could get in. It's warm out, and I have the window open. It could happen. But I just recently sprayed down here too. There's not a lot of landing spots that aren't poison. a lot of poison. The mosquito. I think that's a crane fly, right? Oh yeah, was it over there? I haven't seen anything on camera. I'll have to check the footage later. It's been warm and dry, which is fine. Yeah, a bug down here won't last long. I have coated a lot of surfaces with some pretty serious, not where the cats go, but a lot of the walls and up around the lights. I know where the bugs go. So if they, if they land, it's not good. It's not good. You think it sounded good tonight? Sounds out. Cats do love harmonics. There's one right there in the old window. Boo-doo-doo. Oh, I know. My God, my cats go for the strings. They see those strings. You can't restring a guitar with a goddamn cat around. They're like, what? It's like, no, it's not a toy. Just string my guitar. Get away from that thing. Yeah, I heard about that. The new cat pedal sounds like a cat meowing. So, I mean, are we officially out of ideas? Celtics or Mavs? Well, I'm in the Celtics camp. We'll see. Be great to beat Kyrie. He is persona non grata around here. Exactly, you just squeeze the cat if you want that sound. Exactly with Pete. You can't get better than a cat pedal. These pickups do sound really good. You know? So, they're doing another sale over at AliExpress. So I picked up a couple more handhelds. I'm addicted. I picked up, it's a very similar handheld to what I have, just a different form factor. Instead of vertical, it's horizontal. I picked up an RGB 30. Again, the cheapest I've ever seen it. They had a sale. It started like this morning, so I jumped on the sale. And, you know, it was like 10% off or something like that, so not too bad. And then I picked up the same brand, a Peacock X55. The reason why I go with those is because they have custom firmware. Very easy to get custom firmware for it. And I like the Linux-based ones. I think they're easier to manage. The Android ones are a freaking pain in the ass. Got it dialed in though, man. I tell you, the latest ones I have, I finally, it's a learning curve, but you finally figure out how to config, set shaders, set scaling, set everything up just right. And you're like, wow, you know what? This actually looks pretty damn good. One thing I did notice though is some platforms like the Amiga, if you throw like scaling and a shader, like a CRT shader on it, it kills the performance. It can't quite keep up. You know, in a little Raspberry Pi computer, which is basically what that is, a Raspberry Pi with a screen and some controllers on it. You can use one shader, like a scaler, or the CRT, but not both. So I bought a Chipsy to check out. No, those are expensive. You gotta remember, these little handheld games are like $50 tops, like between like 35 and $50. So you don't wanna go too crazy, you know. My Amiga 500, I don't think it will work. It probably won't work now. I got to think the caps are gone inside. I'd have to see. I'd have to buy a power supply for it. That's what burned out on it, was the power supply. And it's missing one key. But, yeah, leaking caps and a leaking battery, very, very common. I bought that. I bought that unit in, I guess it was July or August of '88. There was a computer show, and some friends of mine were at the show, and I went, and they had a special show price for the Amiga 500, and they had a special like open box one, and they were literally across the street from where I worked, like normally, but they were at this computer show, and they're like, "We'll sell you this one for like," it was like $100 less. I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I remember getting that Amiga 500, getting it home, and I got I bought one game. I bought the Three Stooges game. I remember going home and firing that up and being like, "Oh my God, this is way, way beyond my PC in terms of graphics and sound." Had, samples playing back, "Hey Mo," and slap sounds and big music running in the background. None of that on the PC. Not yet. Cut to a bunch of years later, and then sure. Then the PC beat it in graphics. It was really a Doom and Wolfenstein 3D. That pretty much was the end of the Commodore. Because Commodore, the way their system worked, couldn't really work generating the 3D landscape like how Windows graphics worked. It was way different. So they never quite could do that. And when I used the video toaster, celebrated the end of the Amiga. Yeah, my God, remember that? The Genlock? Yeah, the old video toaster. God. I had a friend, he wound up getting, I think he got a 2000, and he got the video toaster, and he got all that, oh God, the money he threw into that. I threw a ridiculous amount of money, looking back at it, especially for the time, into an Amiga 3000, but at least that had a flicker fixer. So I could run in that interlaced, and it didn't flicker like crazy. It looked like my PC, And eventually, I went all in on PC. That was the end of that. And really what killed Commodore for me was the internet. Yeah, I remember the old dial-up modems. God, what a friggin' nightmare. The only cool thing is that I was lucky enough, and this is pretty early, I had a 1.5 megabit cable modem in 1996. We literally scheduled the service to be installed January 2nd, the first day of availability. And I scheduled it for January 2nd, 1996. First day of availability in my town. And we got installed that day. It was insane. And my God, it kept dropping signal. It was like the worst. It used to drop signal like all the time. It was this enormous friggin' modem. It was locked to the MAC address, so I had to run a an internet pass-through server, so that my wife now, but then girlfriend, could plug in through a switch and use my system to go out to the internet. It was friggin' stupid. So that was pretty early. I was probably doing low dial-up in the late 80s, but really had to get into it in the early 90s because I needed it for school. And I would spend hours online. It was the worst. So friggin' slow. Yeah, the old fax machine modems, God, they were the worst. Yeah, there was no real competition for speed until we finally got a second cable company in town. And then we went from one cable company that owned the whole town to three. And one was put out by the town. And it was always heavily discounted compared to the other two for town residents, especially seniors. And it wouldn't be as fast. It wouldn't be quite as good. But it was like a cable modem and cable TV. They were so angry with the cable company that they had that when that was over, they said, never again will we allow a cable company to have exclusivity in the town. And so they put up their own cable. They were livid. They brought in a whole different. What wound up happening was that the cable company that was in town sold off their holdings to, I want to say, it was a big swap, right? They gave up a bunch of stuff up here, and I want to say Comcast slash, who was it? Media One or something like that. They were down in Jersey. They swapped a whole bunch of accounts, right? And now all of a sudden we had a whole new cable company coming into town. At the same time, Verizon laid a bunch of fiber optic line throughout the town. They put their whole Fios fiber optic in. And then it was Media One, I think, and then they became Comcast. They got bought by Comcast eventually. Yeah, it was crazy. I would love to have Google Fi in town. I'm not Google Fi, the Google Fiber, but I don't know if it's ever going to make its way here. You had a cable modem for a while when you lived in Seattle. It was faster than dial-up. Oh, much faster, and you didn't have to ruin your phone to get online. Oh, my God. It's like it was a game changer. An absolute game changer. Did they finally stop doing the fiber? Like anything, they tried it out for a little while and then went, nah. They're the worst for that. Man, we have been pretty good for weather. A little rainy, but not too bad. It's been nice. I've been so caught up with so many, well, paying for broken windows. But besides that, yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit of dry weather until like Thursday. Then the rain comes back again. Yeah, we're stuck here. I can't imagine us moving away from Verizon Fios because it's been super fast. We've never really had a problem. I actually have to go up the last dishwasher that was installed at my in-laws. I did it. My friend and we went up to there and we got the dishwasher and we installed it, and we were good to go. And that was a while ago. We had to look back. That was 2017, I think, or 2016. So it's been a while. And it's finally dying. They don't last and it was the cheapest one. My wife looked it up and she was like, $250. That can't be right. I said, no, I remember it was pretty cheap. Or like $225. It was a very inexpensive dishwasher. And she got it because she was like, they need it. I said, well, I'll go up with my buddy and we'll put it in. And we did. It was fine. But now it's broken again. So she's like, got to get another one. And I'm like, And I looked it up. Costco was doing free install and free haul away. And it's a gorgeous Whirlpool. I'm like, just get this. It's more money, but it's not that much more than anyone else for, getting into a dishwasher. And the install is free, and I don't really want to install it. She was like, all right. So I got to drive up to my in-laws on friggin' Wednesday. And, yeah, it's around $500. That sounds about right. With tax, and everything. But it's free delivery, free install, and they haul away the old one. That's worth actually quite a bit. A lot of places won't do a free install. Especially one that goes under the counter. All they want to do is, unbox it and go, here you go. What am I on now? We're on a gigabit. We have a gigabit symmetrical, which it never quite hits. It always hits like 970, 980. That's about your max. Been researching. We went, I think it's either Whirlpool or Maytag. I think it's Whirlpool. It had good ratings. And it's stainless steel. It'll look good. I want to say the one that's in there is a Kenmore. That sounds about right. It's probably a Kenmore. Who made Kenmore? Probably Whirlpool, right? Because Kenmore didn't make anything. Well, Sears is the retailer, but who's the maker? Sears didn't do shit. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's Whirlpool. Makes all the Kenmore. Because if you look at the Whirlpool and you looked at the Kenmore, they were almost identical. Right? Like, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this was the same machine with a different badge on it. And different style buttons. Right? But other than that, it was the layout's the same, the options are the same. Like, internally, it's the same friggin' machine. Looks exactly the same when they open it up. The baskets are all the same. But one's branded Whirlpool and one's branded Kenmore. Yeah, I know exactly. Oh, look, the buttons are all in the same place. Well, the crazy one was those Panama amps. I didn't find it. Tone King found it. He goes, look at these Chinese-made amps that cost, $3.99 instead of $9.99, and it looks exactly the same. Right? This amp is $2.99 instead of $7.99. It's the same friggin' amp. It's just basically rebadged. We didn't find that until like at least a year after they folded. Are the frets good on that stainless steel? They are good, and they are stainless steel. And no, it's nice and smooth. Usually when it's a binding, you don't get the sprout like you do on just the straight up wood necks. Exactly, the name badge is the last to be applied. If you've ever watched how it's made, the worker takes the tub and wraps it in an insulating fiber and then places it right in the tub. What's up, Dan? I know, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I gotta go there because they're gonna need some space to put that dishwasher in. I gotta go up there and just clear out a path for them to. They'll probably work off the back porch, which is a big deck, and it's got a big slider. So, and the dishwasher is right there. So I say, bring it around the back, throw it up on the deck. Now you have a place you can work out of. You can cut the box open, get everything out, get the old one out, bring that new one in and throw it in, whip it all together, and you're good to go. He picked up a Jackson SLA3. Oh yeah. Nice. You like the quality? Yeah. The quality, once you get all those mid-tiers, they're all pretty good. They have to be. The competition's tight. The 83 Beretta reissue is scheduled to ship on the 17th of this month. Thoughts? I like Kramer. I think they're great guitars. My only downside to the Kramer Beretta, is I'm not huge on single pickup guitars. Now, I not that I don't own a couple of single pickup guitars, I do, but I miss the neck pickup. I really do. I have discovered that about myself. There was a time where I never used the neck pickup, but I use it more and more these days, and I do miss it. So I like a Beretta, but it couldn't be my only guitar. It would have to be one of many. No, Bosch is really good, but you know what? We're not going to sink any money into this house. He's 86 years old. If we got another 7 years out of it, he'd be 93. So don't want to sink too much cash into that place. Oh, yeah, no. Kid me, my kitchen is so small. Couldn't put a dishwasher in. My wife was like, oh, we could just put a dishwasher in. I go, did you even look around in there? There's no putting a dishwasher in that kitchen. There's no place. If there was the square linear footage to do it, they would have done it. It can't be done. You can put it right over here. No, you can't. Doesn't work like that. No. No. Oh. I remember bringing a carpenter and the guy who did our bathroom. He came in and looked at the kitchen. I remember him looking around going, yeah, there's nothing I can do with this. No. He's like, this is all custom work. Nothing's going to work in here. It's just a room. He goes, it's tiny. He goes, this room is just so small. There's nothing to work with. I know, they make 18-inch wide dishwashers. We have a roll around, that we roll around. And we have a nice little closet, like down in the back hall. We can put it in when we're not using it. So we've always had, my whole living out, we've never had a built-in dishwasher. When we lived in Woburn for 6 years, we had a roll-around dishwasher. And when we lived here, we had a roll-around dishwasher. So we got the roll-around, which works. Yeah, if we were going to get another house, I think having a built-in dishwasher, wow, the luxury. Like my son's car, he's like, does it have a working gas gauge? I'm like, it does. He's like, wow, damn. Yeah, paper plates, exactly. We actually use a lot of paper plates. Too many. I'm not crazy about paper plates, but we use them. What's up, Peter? Yeah, God, I have a laundry list of stuff I need in another house. You miss it. The one thing we know about here is that it is convenient. It's a very convenient location. And only getting more convenient as, housing is tricky to get. Yeah, your parents had a dishwasher on wheels. You'd roll it out to the sink and hook it up. That's pretty much it. That's what we do. What's up, Seth? Yeah, it's big. You know what? It could be worse. You could have to wash dishes by hand, so we do the roll around. It's not bad. Still in your starter home, been there for 20 years. Yeah, we've been here 22 years now. 22 years. This is our first house. You know, it's hard to move when the kids are in school. You're usually stuck for a good 20 years. I don't think they're going to do a summer NAM, Michael. I think it's off. I think they're only doing the winter one for right now. I think they lost their shirt a couple of years ago on summer NAM and said, no. Could be wrong, but I don't think they're doing summer NAM. All right. Yeah, no, they only talk about it returns in January, the 2025 NAM show. You all right over there, Scratchy? Huh? Yeah, I don't see it. No, no summer NAM. What's up, sassy cat? Thankful no HOA where I live. Yeah, no HOA here. I could never do that. Never. And it's getting harder and harder to find properties without it because towns require it, because it's the biggest transfer of public responsibilities to private, right? Because in HOAs, you need a road paved, you pave it. The HOA paves it. Oh, you have a problem with a street light, the HOA fixes the street light. It's a big pain in the ass. It's a massive transfer of responsibility to privatize it. Exactly. It's a scam, I tell you. It's a scam. Got to ask permission to do anything. Not that you don't have to do it in the town, but it's probably a lot easier. The town can't really control. If I want to paint my house pink, I can do it. The town can't say shit. In an HOA, they could. Board members take kickbacks from contractors? Could be. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like... Everything I've seen about it has been pretty bad. Oh my God, did you see... Talk about Breaking Bad. Did you see the woman up in Maine? So, this woman up in Maine buys, a piece of property in a very Tony area, Oceanside. And she has her neighbor's trees blocking her view, of the ocean partially or completely. So she figures I'll just kill these trees. So she applies this, it's designed to clear fields. In fact, it's completely illegal for residential use. It can only be used in very limited circumstances because it's so powerful and they don't want to get it out. So the neighbor notices that her trees look sick, right? So, but she is the widow of the president of LL Bean. She's got a little money. She brings in an arborist who conducts toxicology tests, discovers the presence of the herbicide, calls in the state because he realizes it's completely illegal to possess in the state. And at first the woman was like, oh, I thought it was a pesticide and I was treating for a moth, but that story quickly crumbled and they figured out that she just wanted a better view of the ocean. So, as of the story that was written this week, she's looking at $1.7 million. The woman who poisoned the trees, she's looking at $1.7 million in fines and restitution. Yeah. Now how much did that house cost you? Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, I would not mess with the widow of the president of LL Bean. I have a feeling she's got quite the trust fund. And just the balls of that woman to go on that another, to poison those trees. And the trees aren't coming back. I don't think they can bring them back because they have to plant new trees, bring them in. I'm sure she will. Right. But I don't know that they could revive the trees because that stuff is just so powerful. It's made to clear a field, make a range, right? That's it's really, really strong stuff. So I don't know that this reversing it in any way. We'll see. I'm sure they'll do a follow-up at some point, but it was like, what's this? A rich woman trying to get better views? Using poison? Will anything grow there? I'm sure they could, excavate it, bring in fresh loam, all at someone's expense. Oh, yeah, it'll cost $2-3 million. We'll pull these trees out. We'll bring in some more trees. At the end of the day, it would be 3, maybe 4 mil. Maine also has funds for cutting down trees on the waterfront. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, at first it was like some made-up story about a brown moth or whatever, and that quickly crumbled. I was like, yeah. They're like, no, it's pretty obvious he was just trying to clear out so that you could see the ocean better from your property. That's all this was. Yeah, throw enough money at it. Exactly. Nothing but the best. SFB, well, I missed the LTD a bit. Yeah, it's just a nice guitar. I've really liked this one. I'm going to miss you there, LTD. ESP LTD. Any chance you keep it? No. I'd have to pay for it. I'm sure they'd give me a great discount on it, but no, because this isn't from ESP LTD. This is from Sounds. So it's not like they're the manufacturer and they can just send me a guitar. It would, it would be almost basically like a payment. They would have to 1099 me for the value of the instrument. It all gets ugly. So I don't want it. As much as I like it, at some point it'll go and then it will be replaced with a new guitar. In fact, I have 1, 2, 3 guitars right here that I can use the next time around. Does it have an issue? No issue. This is a loaner. Yeah, the issue is it's not mine. I didn't buy it. It was a loaner. And like all loans, at some point you have to give it back when something's borrowed. Then you're stealing it. So yeah, at some point it'll go back. In fact, probably soon, because I've had it here for a little bit now. So I've already reached out to them and said, send me labels, and I'll get this round back. And ready for the next round. What's the neck like? It's a thin neck. I'm quoting here. I'm gonna quote here. This is from the listing at Zounds. This guitar offers a set-through construction at a 25.5-inch scale, pairing a mahogany body to a 3-piece extra thin maple neck. Their words, sir. Extra thin maple neck, compound radius, a bound ebony fretboard, offset pearl block inlays, and 24 extra jumbo stainless steel frets. Your words, sir. Let's say, Steve, I haven't watched all of them, but you have pulled some nice guitars from them so far. I've been pretty happy with my choices. You know, I had to try an ESP LTD. Had to try, you know, because people like, you gotta get an ESP over there. And we did an EVH, right? What else did we do? We did the Schecter. Is that it so far? What did we do? We started out with the EVH. Then we did the Schecter. Then we did the Charvel. Can't forget the Charvel. Then we did the ESP. If you notice, I did all of them. We got to vote. Guitar of the month? Which was the best one? We'll have to do a video on that. Or I'll do something in the community chat. Who won the month? The choices are the EVH in that purple, the metallic purple. The Schecter in the red rain with Sustainiac. The Charvel with Seymour Duncan pickups and a Floyd Rose 1000. Or this, which would be the ESP LTD. So there's quite a mix of, but they're all Floyd Rose guitars. Every single one. Right? So they're kind of similar in that sense. Going Sustainiac. Going Charvel. Another vote for Charvel. EVH for color. Probably the best player. I like the neck on that EVH, that's for sure. One of my favorite necks, I would say. All good, but you're leaning towards the LTD, I hear you. LTD is nice. It's very upscale, you know, compared to the other ones, which are a little bit more workhorse. I feel like this is a bit more upscale. Your guitar, sir. I have another vote for the LTD. Someone votes for the EVH Wolfie. You bought the special after seeing your video. There you go. As always, if you can, use the link. I know not everyone can because it's out of market. I'm seeing another vote for LTD, another vote for EVH, another vote for Charvel. Extra thin, but EVH wizard thin. Well, nothing's wizard thin. It was a moment in time. Never to be repeated. Now let's never speak of it again. Another vote for the Schecter. Another vote for the EVH. EVH, LTD. Got some LTDs in there. EVH was the Style King, yeah. There we go. Sustainiac. Looks at Orange Schecter, wants to play Light by Satriani, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He has whole tunes that use that thing. You know? What's my vote? Oh, God, it's hard. I like them all so much. But if I had to pick one to put just slightly above... See, it's hard because they all have, like, a killer feature that, like, really sticks out. So for the EVH, I'd say the neck and God, the fit and finish on it was so good. Looked and sounded amazing. Of course, the Schecter has the Sustainiac, and it's got that really thin neck. The Charvel probably was the most versatile of all of them because it had the single, double, and right, and the Floyd Rose 1000. So both the EVH and the Charvel had a Floyd Rose 1000, but the Schecter had the Floyd Rose Special, right? So you're trading off for the Sustainiac, a level up on the. And this is a Floyd Rose 1000 too. So you have 3 guitars with a Floyd Rose 1000, 1 guitar with a Floyd Rose Special. But that guitar has the Sustainiac, which puts it right in another thing. They all have Floyd Roses. I would say just by a hair, and I do mean just by a hair, I'm probably going to go with that EVH. And then everyone else is tied for 2. I've already explained this. EVH is up here, and then everybody else is tied for 2. Schecter needs to be played more. I know. Maybe I'll get another one here at some point. You know, that one already got boxed up and sent back. Yeah, that's true. They upgrade the Special with better screws and insert blocks, which is the weak point. Right? Gives a strip. So, even better. All right, dudes, it is 9 p.m. And I think it's time to call it a night. We have been going for a couple hours now, and there you have it. So, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Super extra thanks to anyone who contributed. I always appreciate that. And of course, Brofist to my mod squad. Hashtag Brofist. Hashtag mod squad. There you go. Hey, Speaker, you should text me. Are you around this weekend? Are you around tomorrow? I got a little something for you. It's been sitting here. Anyway, I'm around if you're around. Give me a text or let me know. And shoot me an email. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm around tomorrow if you're around. If not, let me know. We'll figure it out. All right, there we go. No, you rock. And we will do it all again in a week. Stay tuned for the Guitar of the Week. Drops on Monday. I try to get them out sometime around Monday. That's the attempt. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway. All right. No, you rock. I'll see you guys all in a week. Check out that video on Monday, the new Guitar of the Week. And there you go. There you have it. All right, dudes. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you all again next week. And until then, rock on. There you go. No, you rock. All right. Later.